to the channel. This is Concord Productions 117. My name is Darren. This is the fourth take of this video, and this is the G.I. Joe Phantom X-19, or the SR-72 if you're a huge fan of Top Gun Maverick, which I will fully support that they copied this whole thing and only changed the air intakes to play on the bottom and making it look more stealthy. This thing is about, I'd say, maybe a foot long, and is probably let's say about 2 pounds. I don't know kilograms or any of those. So yeah, quick front. So this thing, so far my model is only missing the nose cone, which is a common missed piece, and I'll have to keep this out so my landing gear doesn't like to cooperate. And I'm missing a little attachment that will actually keep these on and would attach to this, the gun. I think that actually broke off because we bought this on eBay in 2020 and I got it for a Christmas present. I've never played with this, and another thing it's missing in there is its pilot, Ghost Rider, or in the Marvel comics, due to them not wanting to be affiliated with that other Ghost Rider, they never could remember his name. It's a little funny gag, but oh well. Now I get how he got that nickname. The thing that I loved most about G.I. Joe vehicles was how they always had a mechanism. For this one, like most of the other jets, like the Sky Striker and the sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Night Raven, Sky Striker, Night Raven. This could have its retractable landing gear. The thing I love most about this is whenever you retract these, the actual front, drop that, the actual air intakes go in and out. I'm gonna have to put this camera down here so you guys can see that. Watch closely. So they go in and out. I've lost some of the stickers, but that's expected. My microphone's also about to die, so if this audio is very quiet, I am extremely sorry. Another thing that this thing included was this, something to reveal the engine. But I always thought this as an air brake. So whenever the G.I. Joes are coming in for a quick landing, an air brake goes out. Another thing I'm in misbelief about is that this thing fits on the USS flag. I know the flag is a 7-foot long aircraft carrier, and this thing does fit on it. But in real life, this would be huge, especially compared to a Sky Striker. And the actual flight deck and how long it is on the flag, I've seen one, only one in real life of a flag. This thing wouldn't even be able to get off unless it has some sort of VTOL. But I doubt that. Another thing it has is this, an air intake on the top. So if you're a jet, if you're a pilot and you try and eject in this, at least it's not like some Russian miles where you're immediately sucked in, but if you eject and go this way, you might be sucked into the air intake. Another thing about the air intake, this looks a lot like a bird of prey. In the 90s and 80s, the US Air Force were experimenting with stealth fighters. One of them was something called the bird of prey. It was also tested at Area 51, and with its weird flight characteristics and flight frame, it was mistaken for a UFO, of course. In fact, the whole history of Area 51 and the mystery of Groom Lake, aka Dreamland. That's from Martin Cedo Pants. Please go subscribe to him. Shout out to him. Sorry. But the whole point of that was just so the US Air Force could experiment with fighters. We don't have aliens, and most of the UFOs that people see were actually VTOL aircraft experimental in the 1950s. And I don't believe in aliens personally, and over there was actually my film, was my computer, which I can see about the camera angle. That's what I'm using for. Anyway, one problem I had when I first bought this is the front landing gear actually broke. Don't think you guys can see that, but the front landing gear, that little tab right there, cracked and broke, and I've put so much super glue on it, I don't think it's moving. This is the interior. I've taken this apart a couple times. Those rubber bands are also originals from 1988. Everything in here has not been changed. I also looked up the age. This thing is 37 years old. It's older than me. I'm 15. There's some scuff marks and some screws that don't look like they were made by Hasbro. You also have the removable and positionable glided missiles or guided missiles, whatever those are supposed to be, and what looks to be some exhaust. I know G.I. Joeberg, shout out to them. They talked about how this thing kind of has a radar at the end. I've never seen that. I know I have the original instructions somewhere away in storage, but if you could tell by the just the sheer amount of dust and dirt, I do not mess with this a lot. I don't take it out much, and I don't play with it. I use it as a display piece. This is my center of all my G.I. Joe and 3 3/4 inch display. I had the X-Wing, which was in one of my older reviews. Please go watch that and tell me how bad it is, because I did not have a microphone at the time. But that isn't because those things they still make them. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen a remake of a Phantom X-19. I don't even know how many they've made, and this is pretty rare. And they're expensive to find complete. This came with no box, nothing. It just came with this, the instructions, and that's it. And also, I don't know how much this was. I think my mom spent over $200 or $100 on this. One last thing. I'm certain that these are guns. And I don't know why they would be on a stealth fighter, especially these. Maybe these, but they seem pretty much more stealthy. I never got why there's a gun here, at least that's what I'd assume, and this, which I always thought was dual 50 calibers, and my camera's not focusing. Yeah, the bright neon, let me turn off the LED. Maybe that'll be better. Not really, it reflects a lot of the light. There we go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Share this to a friend or a G.I. Joe person. And we're so close to 50 subscribers. I know we just hit 41, but I'd love to make it 50 so I can make the RC aircraft carrier. And I'm probably going to be getting supplies just to build it. I don't know about aircraft yet. I know I have a power-up module, which I'm going to be making a Harrier. Also, another fun fact, all the aircraft are going to be Marine, because I like the Marine Corps and I want to be a Marine. That's it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I know I'm repeating this. And, yo, Joe!